You're listening to the Arcane Focus Network.
Previously on Star Raiders.
Well, what do we think? Do we think this whole planet's overrun with zombies? Is that the prevailing theory?
Probably.
But eventually you come across a signal, you understand the message. Please head towards your nearest military evacuation point.
Team meeting! Powwow time! Bad news! Bad news! Basically, a few days ago, they evacuated or started evacuating the planet, and we're late.
Fucking Edge Corp.
I read a lot about Desna. You know, she stands against all of this. Cap, I think you're right. I don't think this is just a disease. There's something else going on here. So last time you guys found a truck/buggy utility vehicle and are currently driving along towards the city that you could see on the horizon. And as the truck is rumbling along, the wheels being kind of hybrid, not quite off-road, not quite road tires, but making that the gentle, rhythmic rubber pounding pavement hum. The engine settled in its top gear now, low RPM. The lights lighting up the way, the sand gently tinkling off of the glass and the steel body of this vehicle. We move closer into the rear of the truck. Imagine your eyes like the camera. We pan past Sawbones, Brandon, both sleeping. And as it turns, we see the glow of the lights from the front cabin. And we turn and we see Burzin. And we get closer and closer. And the scene changes. And we see a pile of rubble and debris. Dusty grey ash filling the gaps in between this rubble. And the wind is blowing, and it's gently peeling away at all of this dust. And as it does so, we can see the top of a skull is slowly revealed. And all of this grey ash begins to move slightly, pulsate almost, and noise, a muffled noise can be heard. And as this dust crumbles and falls away, we see revealed this grotesque head of an undead humanoid, flesh, sinew hanging off of it as it slowly, mindlessly snaps its few remaining teeth in vain, ash filling its mouth. Bang! A single shot rings out and half the skull is blown away. A well-worn leather boot steps gingerly over the splattered remains, and we pull back and we see a platoon of heavily armed soldiers. They're slowly advancing through what we now see as a city street. Debris, rubble, bodies all litter the street, and refuse tumbles about in the wind. It's late afternoon, and the sun is starting its descent in the horizon, turning the sky red behind a billow of clouds. And we see a much younger Burzin, weapon drawn, his brow furrowed, as his eyes expertly take in the surroundings. This place is a fucking shithole, one of the soldiers flanking Burzin says. Looks like your mom's place, Ortan, says another. Oh, fuck yourself, Jorak, the first one says, almost nonchalantly. This place, it's unnatural. Hey, Cap. And Burzin doesn't respond. He just continues advancing with the rest of his squad. Any wonder the bastard tried to take over this colony, Jorak says sarcastically. chlorine in the atmosphere alone. It's so inviting. His humor rings out in stark contrast to the dead silence of these colony streets. One of the ways these hardened men cope with the horrors that they see. As the platoon moves up to a heavy blast door, Burzin throws up a single gloved fist, and like a flawless ballet, every soldier ceases moving immediately and talking, taking up their positions, waiting for their orders.
This is the spot.
We now see Burzin again in the back of the truck on Tabard Minor. He's sleeping, but he's restless. His eyelids are fluttering and his body is gently twitching. The deafening roar of automatic gunfire, lasers, explosions all fill the air as we see Burzin's platoon fighting for their lives. The ghoulish faces of the undead lit up by muzzle flashes. We see one of the soldiers, too far out of formation, stop, reload, but within moments is overrun by undead, torn limb from limb. Burzin is shouting orders while firing, eliminating threats with deadly precision, and they come closer and closer. "We gotta pull out, Cap!" Ortan yells over the noise.
No!
Burzin yells. He pulls a knife from his belt and stabs a zombie right in the skull.
We finish this now!
Behind them, we see a soldier frantically working a computer panel on the blast doors. Now back in the truck. We're closer to Burzin's face now. He continues to twitch. His mouth is starting to move. He's muttering something. Young Burzin again. His face red with blood, his jaw clenched, eyes wide, as the blast doors close from the inside. They made it. The crescendo of gunfire attacking undead is immediately cut off, and all we hear is the heavy breathing of the exhausted soldiers that made it. And we stare directly into Burzin's ghastly wide eyes, his pupils dilated. Back in the truck now, Burzin's lips begin to form words. He's saying something. Young Burzin, face and uniform slick with blood, eyes cold and hard. He now stands over a robed Eoxian, slumped over on the ground, and it laughs, a haunting but dying laugh. It looks up at him, and it speaks.
What?
The bone sages. Burzin grips his pistol tighter, grits his teeth.
What about him?
The Eoxian laughs again.
They will make you pay for this.
How about this time you stay dead?
Bang! And Burzin gasps. He wakes up in the back of the truck. He's breathing heavily now. He scans the area. Sawbones and Brandon, they're sleeping on the far side. Through the mesh at the front, he can see Astra driving, tiny slouch in the passenger seat. He realizes his hands are raised, holding a rifle that hasn't been there in a long time. He takes a deep breath and relaxes himself. Boom! 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 Undead arms and claws burst through the body of the truck, grasping at him, ripping, tearing, pulling flesh from his face. Burzin screams, wide-eyed.
Ah!
He awakes with a start.
Oh, fuck.
You alright, Captain?
Huh?
Oh, you woke me up.
Oh, sorry, Sawbones. I just had a crazy dream. I feel like I seen a ghost.
Do you wake up screaming often, mate? That's pretty disconcerting.
No, I don't think so. Anyway.
What was your dream about?
Oh, just a time from long ago. Just a memory. Sawbones. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Ah.
Do you want a sedative or something to help you get back to sleep?
No, Astra, how long have we been on the road for?
She looks down at her watch and says, what, 20 minutes?
You've been on the road for probably about an hour at this point.
It's only been about an hour. I still think we're only about a third of the way there.
I mean, Astra, let me know if you need someone else to drive, but Sawbones, how long do those sedatives last?
Oh, look, I can dial it up and down with quite a fair degree of granularity at this point, depending on the dosage. How long do you want to sleep for, Captain?
I don't know. You tell me it's only been an hour. You know, couple hours, 2-3 hours.
Sure. I pull out a syringe from the clip of my injector pistol and prepare a little biohack of just enough sedative to help him sleep and to keep him under for, no more than an hour.
Mm-hmm. Give me a medicine check.
Don't fail.
It's going to be a 24.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah, even though in the back of this bumpy truck, you're mixing it up and you're fairly confident that you've got the right ratio there.
Just before I lean over and inject it, I say, Captain, you look very rattled. Are you sure you're okay, mate? Like, was it just a bad dream or you got something on your mind?
Yeah, he's like, you can see he's like pale and sweating from the dream he just had. I don't really want to talk about it right now. It's just a mission from my soldier days. Don't concern yourself. Maybe in the morning when it's not so fucking dark.
Sure. No worries, of course. Have a great sleep. Kind of leave it. Yeah.
And as you say this to him and you're leaning over and Burzin, I imagine there's probably like a little place in suits where you can like safely inject something, like into it, a little port, something of the like.
No, it's got an IV. Every suit has an IV that goes directly into your veins.
Yeah.
So you can just like administer things straight to the veins. Yeah.
That's the thing. When he's shooting you with a biohack from distance, that's what he's hitting. He's so fucking good.
Yeah, that's how accurate it is. Hey, that's why we spend the time attuning every day. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Otherwise, he shoots you in the butt, and then And everybody that's awake, give me a perception check.
Can do.
Am I still awake? I just went to sleep, right?
No.
It's a natty 1 from me.
Okay, got a 17.
Yeah, that's a 7 for an 11 for me. I reckon Brandon's a real heavy sleeper. He's a fucking log. So while all this has been happening, he's just been kind of stirring a little bit, but he stays asleep.
Okay. This is all your choices now. All right.
I reach over and slap Brandon on the back of the head and say, "Hey kid, you're meant to be on fucking lookout. What are you doing?
What?
The rest of us were sleeping. Your job is to look out and around the fucking car while we're driving."
I didn't realize I was on lookout, Sawbones. Sorry, Cap. Am I supposed to be on lookout?
Aye, for the moment you're meant to be. We're in a planet full of undead zombies who've already tried to kill us.
Brandon,
Astra's driving. She's looking at the dials and stuff. Your job's to look out around and behind.
Brandon, I'm deferring to Sawbones on this. I need to catch some Z's. Sorry, Sawbones. I didn't realize we didn't have that conversation.
It's alright. Do you want a little something to help you stay awake, laddie?
Oh, sure. Yeah. Okay.
I mix up a tier 1 stimulant and inject it into Brandon's neck. Now listen, laddie. This one's quite strong, so you may not be able to sleep for about 36 hours. So, you'll be okay, I promise. But it'll be a bit of a long watch for you, okay?
He's just like eyes wide. He just starts like looking around, all jittery. Huh? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No worries, Sawbones. I'll stay awake. Yeah. Cool. Okay. Where do you want me to look? Astrid, do you want me to look at something or
everywhere?
Everywhere.
I want you to look everywhere.
Everyone just starts like full
I want
head
your
on a
head
swivel.
on a swivel, laddie. Yeah. Hey, get out of my head, Dan. What's happening?
Okay. Well, in that case, this little exchange happens. Brandon, give me a perception check as well.
All right, I feel like he needs advantage.
Yeah, does he get a bonus for being so stimulated?
Yeah, what did this stimulant do? You know what? Don't worry about it. Okay, so yeah, he's going to get a +3 to perception checks.
It basically lets you shrug off fatigue or exhaustion for a short period of time.
What do we got? Perception. Ooh, +13. That's a 28 perception.
Both Brandon and Astra, you notice something. You hear something. The unmistakable sound of something coming up behind you.
Like a vehicle.
Oh, wasteland raiders.
A vehicle driving up at very high speed. And you guys can see in the darkness out the rear of the truck. It's, probably like an open flap in the rear of the truck. And you look out and you can see the dark shape coming towards you.
That don't look
Getting
so good.
bigger and bigger on the road. And it's coming up real fast. What are you
Got
going
our
to do?
lights on.
Quick.
Well, it's not like we're going to be able to outrun this. Can anyone wait? Hey, Tiny. And like pushing on him with like one arm. Tiny. Oh, fuck it. Ban him, poke him. Ban him like.
Ben's role-playing this really well. He's actually sleeping.
Bantam gets his little like pincer arms and like pinches you. Tiny.
Tiny, wake up! And Brandon just like starts shaking his shoulder.
What?
We got an emergency.
There's something coming up behind us. Is Burzin asleep at this point? Has he been given the sedative?
No. This all happened like these
Okay,
perceptions.
cool.
Like, it was in that moment as he was like kind of raising up the sedative to Burzin. He was like, well, hang on a second. Like, what is that we're hearing?
Okay, so Burson is actually not shot. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, I think you should hold off on injecting anything right now. I think we got company.
That sounds a bit disconcerting. How close is it, Tom? Can I with my dark vision, can I tell the range of this thing?
It is extremely close now. You're looking at the back and you can clearly see it's a vehicle and it's coming up. It's going faster than you. What are you doing?
Does it look threatening?
Yes.
Burzin pulls out his his plasma bolt caster. And he just turns to everyone and says, "Everyone, lock and load. I think we got something bad coming up behind us. Get ready for a fight."
I'm gonna pop open the rear flap and drop a Mark 1 hologrenade out the back. And as it sort of goes like tink, and it explodes, a hologram of a massive kind of rock, like a boulder, appears. And they're going to need to make a... It's not easy. Yeah, will save. What's the DC? Oh, why is there so much text? DC...
Right. So here's what I'm going to say. One of them was low enough that what you hear is braking, but then you hear that engine start up again, and it's a little bit further back now. Astra, what are you doing?
All right, well, I've got my spectacular reckless gloves on, and I'm just going to pull my pistol and put that in my lap while holding onto the steering wheel and moving off to the side, because I know I'm not going to be able to outrun this. This is as fast as this thing goes. So.
Okay. Well, I mean, it can go faster. It's just you'd be pushing it.
Yeah,
feels dangerous.
It does feel dangerous. What do you reckon, Captain?
Burzin wants to stick his head out of the roof, like the open canopy, and see if he can turn one of the floodlights around so it points backward.
Okay. Yeah, you get up there and you're messing with it, and these are solid, like they're welded on there. They're forward facing.
Okay. Sawbones is in the back of the truck next to the fuel barrel. Is there space enough for Burzin to get back there as well?
Yeah, so you were in the back with, it's like imagine one of those military trucks sort of thing, where there's like a tray in the back where you guys can all kind of be,
okay. But it's got a tarp over it.
Yeah,
like attached to the back?
That sort of
cool.
deal, yeah.
I just want to see if I can look back at it and identify what it is.
Mm-hmm, yep.
Or who might be driving it.
Give me a perception check.
I get a +1 from my retinal reflectors.
Yes, sure.
23.
Natty 18 for a 24.
Bam.
Hey!
Yeah, looking at this, Burzin, you don't really see this because it's quite dark outside, but Sawbones, you see as this thing's getting closer and closer again, you can see that there are some like capaxi in the front seats of this thing. And it's the vehicle's not as large as yours, but it is large. And at this point, I'm going to get everybody to roll for initiative, please.
Oh, okay, that's not good.
Oh, Natty 19.
7 plus 4. 11.
I'm sorry, more than 20?
26.
15 to 20.
19.
Ben?
14.
11.
And what did Brandon get?
Good question. Oh, fuck. That's a natty 1.
Okay.
So that's not good. So for a 2.
Okay. So what we're going to do now is we're going to use a modified, streamlined version of the vehicle chase rules that Starfinder has. It's not dissimilar to Starship Combat, but in the interest of pacing, we're going to do this Theater of the Mind no map. So the first thing we can do in a vehicle chase is you can take piloting actions, Mari. So you're up the front of the car. Essentially, you can choose to attempt to evade the other one. So maybe take some evasive maneuvers. You can attempt to pedal to the metal and kind of break free and get away from them. Or you can keep pace with and just keep on going at your current speed.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
I'm going to attempt a little bit of an evasion. All right. So I get these cool gloves. Give me... Oh, I get a +2 circumstance bonus to my piloting checks.
Nice.
Excellent. So, give me a piloting check, please.
So that's a +19.
Yeah.
That's fucking insane. We're only level 3.
16 + 19 is ridiculous.
Okay, great. Yeah, so your vehicle gains a +2 circumstance bonus to its AC.
Oh, okay.
And so this vehicle, the one behind you, it keeps pace with you. All right, it doesn't gain on you at all, but it is keeping pace. Now, we are going to move to... so that was the chase progress there, and now we can move to any combat actions that anybody wishes to take. So now we're going to revert to the regular initiative order. Burzin, you're up. This your car has maybe like taken some evasive maneuvers, like a little bit over the side of the road. You know, you're thrown around a bit. You've already pulled out your weapon, and you've told everyone to lock and load. What are you doing?
I've got low light vision. Can I see the car, or I can only see the headlights?
It doesn't have any headlights on.
But I can see the car?
It's going to have some concealment from you if you were, saying, firing at it, but
Yep.
I would say that it's close enough that you could see it, yeah.
Can I put a get 'em on the car?
Yes.
He turns to Sawbones in the back with him. He's like, I don't know if that needle caster is going to help here, but go for the engine. And he like points at the car. He's shouting, and he just levels the pulse caster, the plasma bolter, and fires one shot.
Okay, great. So give me an attack roll, please.
It's a natty 17 for a 24.
Okay, that is a hit. Roll me some damage.
A 3 and a 1 for 4 points of damage.
Okay, so you see this kind of like ting 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 off of the car. You're not sure how much of that got through. You can't quite see from here, but you did hit it. Okay.
He knows he hit it.
Oh, sorry. Can you roll me concealment? I forgot about that.
Ooh, concealment. Is that 20%? 50%?
20.
85.
Okay, yeah, you're good. That hit stands. Okay, and then as you fire at this thing, it starts, tinking off the surface of this thing. You can see shapes moving within the car, and then you see flashes as gunfire is returned at you. And let's see here. So who's in the back? We have Burzin, Sawbones, and Brandon. Okay, that's going to be 17 versus Brandon's KAC. I'm going to roll concealment. One moment. Okay, 17 versus Brandon's KAC.
That's a miss. Ting!
Okay, great. So that one is a miss. Next one is going to be versus Burzin. That was a 15 versus your KAC.
Yeah, that's a miss. Off the
Okay,
pauldron.
yep, as they fire. And the next one, oh, baby, natty 20. And I'm sorry, that's Sawbones. Sawbones, I made my concealment with a 31. So that's going to be a bit of double damn on the fam. It's not bad. That's going to be 11 points of damage to Sawbones as these guys just open fire. And it's like chung, 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 chung. And you guys like ducking down, getting out of the way. Sawbones, you don't move quick enough. Boom! You get hit. 11 points of damage. We move to...
There's no critical effect on that one?
Shh! There is not. We move to Astra.
Okay, So Astra's pretty busy.
Actually,
right?
wait, you know what, Dan, you're right. I forgot. Astra, it's your turn.
Thank
Mark,
you.
I'll tell you your fate in just a moment. Thank you, Daniel, for being a fair player.
You asshole.
Hey, there doesn't have to be like a table involved. I'm just because some weapons have a critical effect.
Mark, you're off target for 1 round. Next round, you're off target.
I blame
Okay.
you for this, Dan.
Yeah, you should.
You should.
Yeah.
Sorry, Astra, what are you doing? You're driving. Gunfire is just pong, 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 pong.
So I just yell over to him, hey, Bantam, quick, take a shot. And I have him crawl like a spider over the top of me, across my lap, up to the window. I'm assuming that we don't have a window.
Just
like-
reaches out.
Yeah, absolutely. Holds on,
Yeah.
clips
Oh,
on,
jeez.
and then leans
He
out.
clips
and,
on. That's cool.
two arms just with this massive bolter out the side.
He's got this robot ass in your face.
That's okay. We've worked like this before. All right, so it's a +5. All right. Oh, that's a 20, and that has a crit.
Is that a natty,
Nice.
That was a natty
Bow, bow,
20.
bow.
So it's a
So
25
it was
to hit.
just shooting?
Yeah,
Okay,
so
so
he's-
you need to do concealment though, please.
Okay. Oh, that's a 100. Okay, I got a 64.
Yes, you make it. Okay.
64 hits. Yes. Okay, so it definitely gets a crit. Yeah, that's 15 points. Yeah, 15 points of electric and fire damage.
Okay,
Out
and
my
roll
window.
me a D100.
I got a 17.
Target was looking right at your weapon when you fired. The bright flash has dazzled them for 1 round.
Nice.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, so you fire and you know, and everybody sees that it hits true. Like, shung, 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 shung. Like maybe it's like hitting the front windshield sort of area.
Yeah, nice.
Okay, and
Nice
we move
shooting,
down
Bantam.
to Tiny.
How far away are they?
They're at this point, they're about 60 feet back.
Because I need to know one other thing is I didn't rest at all, right?
There was no full rest, no.
I turn to Astra and I say, Astra, I have a plan, and I think it makes sense. I think the DM. Sorry, this is Ben saying. I think the DM will rule in my favor for this, because it makes sense
Presumptuous.
intellectually. I think so. I think it's up Tom's alley. I need you to get me within 30 feet of that car.
I could do that.
And what I'd like to do is when we're close enough, I want to cast incompetence on the entire car, or at least the driver for sure, and anyone nearby. And the skill I want them to, it says, the way incompetence works is you lose proficiency with one class of weapon of your choice. But my question is, can I choose a skill of driving instead? Because normally you wouldn't use it in combat for like an active skill, but you said this is like using chase rules, so I'm saying, is that possible to make them all shit ass drivers? Like they just suck at fucking driving. They have no additions to their driving skills whatsoever. They only get their, I think, basic intellect or whatever driving dexterity to drive.
I like your style.
And I just happen to have this chance cube. Blue, they fail. Red, you fail.
Okay.
All right.
Good one, Watto.
I'm sorry. Okay, so I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm not going to roll my d6. I just held that for the chance cube reference. I'm going to roll a d100 here. And I like the idea. It's not as written. You guys know I'm a stickler for the rules. Mm-hmm. But I like it enough. So I'm going to give it a... 50-50 seems too generous. 50-50. Let's do it. Ben, you want high 50 or low 50? D100.
High 50, baby.
High 94.
Yeah.
94. All right. So Astra, I turn to you and I say, Astra, just get me within 30 feet, so I can get up to 3, and I can start. I'm gonna start with the driver, and then anyone who's in proximity, like in my head, and I have low light vision as well. So if you just get me
excellent.
there, so I'm gonna hold my
Alright.
turn and not do anything until that point, because I don't have many spell. This is my last spell thing, and I think I have like ways to get more, but this is it for me, basically.
Okay. Excellent. Good. Good use of what you have. All right, and we go to Sawbones. Sawbones, you're up.
With my dark vision, can I see whether or not their vehicle, is it like an open-topped vehicle or is it like a fully enclosed vehicle?
Give me a perception check.
Accept that shit.
19 plus 7,
Nice.
26.
It looks like it is enclosed.
Good maths too, Mark. Good job.
Thank you.
He
I'm
has
getting
been
better.
practicing.
Yeah, I have. Well, in that case, I am going to pull out my tactical crossbolter and attempt to unleash on the engine of the vehicle.
Just remember you're off target.
I am, so that's a -2.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's got a +1, so it's an effective -1.
Yeah, so that's going to be a 15 plus 6, so 21 minus 1 is 20
Nice.
to hit.
That's a hit.
Yes.
I'm going to do 10 points of damage.
Oh,
Okay,
Max.
great. Yeah, you hit it. And sure enough, ting, 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 ting. Oh, sorry, roll me the concealment.
Miss chance.
Oh, wait, no, you have dark vision, don't you?
I do
so
have
no,
dark
you don't
vision,
have to
yeah.
roll me concealment. It's just Burzin that had to do that. We move to Brandon. Brandon's up. What's he doing?
Brando. He's in the back with us.
Yeah.
He's got dark vision, apparently, which is pretty baller.
Infrared
So-
sensors installed in his suit.
He wants to look to see if he can identify anybody. There's obviously a driver, but he wants to be able to see how many people are in the car, potentially.
Okay, great. Yep, go ahead. Give me that perception.
That's another fucking natty one. I'm using a different dice for Brandon.
For a total of
11.
plus the +3. He can see there's bullet holes on the far right-hand side of the windshield, and it looks like one of the Kopaxi is slumped over in that seat.
Okay. So it looks he only sees one dead guy in the passenger seat, essentially. That's what you're telling me.
He can see like some other shapes and stuff, but with that, yeah, like that's what he can see. He can see you guys have taken out one of these guys who was sitting up the front.
It just says close, range close, 25 plus 5 feet. So we're currently 60 feet away until
Yeah.
What are you trying to do?
or I want him to reach out and cast fucking mind thrust on the driver.
Okay, it's just essentially it's going to just take a minus penalty to the DC, I believe.
Sure, let's do that. He's gonna reach out across the ether, and I'd try to identify where the creature is, and through his psychic energy, and pop his brain.
Okay, great.
Ah!
So that
Roll me
is
a,
a will save?
Yeah, roll me a DC 16 will save normally. So what, a DC 14?
Yeah, would be DC 14, and that is a natural 4. So that's a fail.
Oh,
Good.
I'll just let me get my 2d10. Oh, for an 8 and a 9 for 17 points of psychic damage. Brandon the hero.
Okay. As that happens, describe what does he do when he does this?
So he just
force blast move.
He closes his eyes, reaches out a hand, reaching out through the ether, through the astral plane, if you will, and he hones in on the psychic energy in the driver's seat and just clamps down on it. He makes a fist and sends over a glut of psychic information.
As he does that, and he maybe opens his eyes, or you guys are looking out as well, you can see a splatter of blood just coat the inside of the windscreen, and the car starts to swerve all over the place, and it swerves off the road.
Oh, yeah, it does.
And flips, and then it explodes.
You guys are currently out of initiative.
Astro, we should go back and have a look at that card. What do you think?
Well, Captain, what do you say?
No, let's keep going. Let's keep going forward. Why would we go back? There's probably still people alive and stuff. Let's just keep going. We gotta get off this planet. It's apocalypse.
Yeah, true. I just thought it might be useful to find out, if there's anything, if they're carrying anything great or...
Sawbones, I'm gonna err on the side of caution. Let's just keep going. We don't know what else is out here.
Agree.
Righto.
Let's get out of here. Keep going.
What sort of state is our car in? Is there any running repairs to the panels or anything we need to do?
You can't tell while it is moving, but As you are driving along, and this is continuing on, Astra, give me a perception check.
Yeah, that's not very perceptive. It's a natural 1.
Yuck.
Sorry. I'm not very perceptive today.
Yeah, all that other time on the ship where you got like 3 perception checks and you failed all of them.
I know.
Thanks for nothing.
You remember that? Huh?
Let's do it again. Well, I failed it again.
Failed perception check. As, you know, this battle had been going on, you know, like gunshots had hit the back of it. You know, you're looking around. You know, you just heard this crash behind you. You know, you're looking in the mirror, looking around. Are they gone? Are they gone? And as you turn around and look in front of you, you see concrete barriers directly ahead. I need you to make a reflex save,
Oh,
please.
fuck. Okay.
Fucking
Reflex save. Okay.
Aren't-
Oh, no, that's all right.
Burzin and Sawbones are in the tray in the back. They're gonna get like fucking launched.
Okay, so it's a 24?
24. You turn and your amazing instincts, you slam on the brakes straight away. 1 foot, 2 feet. Everybody in the back gets thrown off of their feet as you guys screech, and bang! You still hit this thing.
Oh, come on! I've got the reckless gloves on. Surely
You're a
they'll
little
know.
bit too reckless.
So reckless.
You're too reckless.
Too reckless, Astra. In this preset, we do things by the book.
Oh, but we get to
handed your
increase the
badge.
collision DC by 2.
Hand your gloves. And it's not bad. It's not bad. It could have been really bad, but everybody is going to take 9 points of bludgeoning damage. It's not too bad.
God.
So when you say everyone,
Yes, including the robot.
do you mean
the robot?
No,
It takes
the
the
robot.
damage.
The robot.
And everybody who is in the back is prone in the tray of this thing. Where was
Bantam
Bantam?
was like sort of on my lap, attached to the window?
Yeah, it was like clipped on like a
okay.
drive-in
Okay, cool.
diner tray under the
Magnetically
window.
Sure.
attached.
I was just like, right, if he was on the outside, he would have probably woo.
No. He's still attached. He's got
Cool,
lots
great.
of legs.
Excellent. Okay, cool. So everybody is like thrown down
Oh,
on the
shit.
ground.
Is everyone okay? Oh shit! That wall came out of nowhere.
Burzin just like sits up in the back of the tray, rubbing his head. Astra, what did you do?
There's this wall, like on the road. There's a wall. Like, what are they doing? Shit! Is everyone okay?
Yeah.
Oh, Lassie, I'm gonna revoke your driving rights for at least a week for this, I reckon.
No, you ain't. Does it still start?
I'm gonna cast telepathic message.
Yep.
Like pass the telepathic message to everybody, just in case. Just ignore the sound, and then I'm gonna cast ghost sound, and I'm gonna make the sound of a car revving up really loud and then peeling off into the distance towards where we were going.
Yeah. Excellent. Like style this sesh, Ben. As everybody's kind of recovering from this, maybe picking yourselves up off the floor. Everybody give me a perception check.
19.
16.
14.
16 for Burzin and 15 for Brandon.
Sawbones, you got 19. As you're getting up and, you know, having a bit of a go at Astra for the one time she failed her driving.
For her reckless driving.
Yeah.
Hey, when your standard is perfection,
Anything less.
anything less is the worst.
You hear the unmistakable sound of running feet on asphalt, getting closer and closer.
I whisper to everyone else, guys, there's someone coming. Get it. Take up defensive positions.
Yeah, Burzin hears this and just he shouts out the same thing.
Yeah, and can I tell which position, like which direction the running feet are coming from?
You know what? In a second, I can probably show you because we're going to get everybody to roll for
cool.
initiative, and we're going to go to the map and roll
Oh.
20.
Roll nitty.
Burzin jumps in the tray on the truck, says to everyone, "Take up formation around me. Everyone facing the. Are they coming from the north, the south, the west?
Dunno. Roll for initiative.
Oh yeah, okay.
I want to take cover like before the initiative happens.
That's what the perception check was for.
Yeah, to allow me to take cover, right?
To allow Sawbones exclusively to be safe.
Ooh, yeah.
Fan favorite Sawbones. To be
Fan
safe.
favorite Sawbones. I'm rolling 19s today, apparently.
All right. So we just share a bit of
That's
that
real good
sugar.
for you.
All right. 20 plus.
Come and touch my dice.
I got a
Oh.
26.
26.
I got a natural 20.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, I did.
21.
Thank you. Mark?
19.
Burzin, Brandon?
17 for Brandon and 13 for Burzin.
Okay, let's go to the map. Now, just to be clear, we don't do paid promotions at Arcane Focus Network, but we do love shouting out and supporting our fellow community creators. I've got another Patreon map for us this week, courtesy of Brave New Worlds. You can see what the map looks like on our socials, and if you like it, check out their other stuff. They got loads of fantasy, modern, sci-fi, really, really cool. But for the audio-only crowd, here's everything that we see. The stretch of road is about 30 feet wide and runs through the center of the map, about 100 feet long, east to west. The north and south of the map feature cliff-like terrain. Now, these rocky areas also contain some old shipping crates, barrels, crates, and general refuse. It's maybe some kind of like mini industrial dump. The crew's now crashed vehicle sits on the right of the map, about a third of the way across, up against some concrete barriers. And there's also another vehicle parked up near it, but it's currently blocked in by their crashed truck. Sawbones, with that perception, you heard the footsteps running up, and you get the opportunity to act in the surprise round. You're in the back of the truck, it's dark, you've alerted your allies. You can take a single move action or an attack action. What are you doing?
I'm going to shoot Burzin
And a twist?
with a
In the face.
booster.
Come on! Boost him already! Shut up and eat the damn orange!
Just eat the damn orange.
No, actually, I'm not. Sorry, sorry, Burzin. I'm gonna take cover and ready in action to shoot anyone that comes into my line of sight.
Cool. Can't do that, but you can take cover. Alright, so Sawbones has taken cover. And we get into initiative now. Astra, you're looking around. Give me a perception check.
Okay. 12.
It's pretty dark out. Oh, the lights are still on.
Yeah.
You can see directly ahead one of these Copaxi running up and taking cover behind a concrete barrier.
So they're not the guys that crashed the car behind us. That's what I'm trying to work out.
That is correct.
Okay, so a totally different pack of Capaxis. Capaxis?
Sick
Yes, a
map.
pack of Copaxi.
Okay, pack of Capaxis.
Back.
Okay, I'm going to reach over and grab my a static arc pistol. Well, I mean, it was on my lap, so I don't know where it landed in amongst all of
We'll
this.
say you've got it. You've picked it up. You can see it. It's on the floor. It's in the footwell. That's your entire move action. You reach down. You pick it up.
Yes. Okay, I'm going to shoot at the one that I can see, which
Okay.
has taken
What
cover.
What a gracious DM.
It has taken cover.
All right, so what's
Got
that?
a bit of
Plus
soft, softy soft curve.
16. That's a 22 to hit.
Ooh, 22 is just fine.
Just fine, just fine. Okay,
That's
that's,
a hit.
Okay, that's a 4.
Okay, great.
And Bantam's hanging on the side there with his weapon. He's going to take a shot too. He gets an 18 to hit.
Hit.
Hit. Excellent. Plus one. Say that's a 6 points of damage, please. Nice shooting.
Good shot, Red 2.
Excellent. Cool. We move to Tiny. You're up. You've banged your big lizard nose on the glass. What are you doing? You can see
Ow.
directly ahead of you is this guy. You have dark vision.
I have low light vision.
Okay. Give me a perception check as well.
18.
18. You see as well to the right of you, up on top of this shipping crate, there's another one of these Copaxi who's kind of crouched down, kneeling, and pointing a weapon at you guys, looking like he's about ready to fire. What are you doing?
I'm going to get out of the car, but I assume opening the door of the car is a move action, so that's my movement.
I mean, it's an open top vehicle, so I mean, you could like leap over the side like a badass.
Okay. I'll leap over the side like a badass. I do respect how you have the car be an American-style car where the driver is on the right-hand side. Nice. I leap over.
That's a pretty basic maneuver. You can do that because things are rad. And that'll just cost you 5 feet to do that. So
Okay. So it's... do I see anything else now that I'm closer up here?
getting in front there is going to be double. So
Okay,
that square is going to be
that's fine.
double movement. You don't see anything additional by being there, no. But you do have
I'm
some
going to keep
cover.
moving. Take the additional. That's my full thing. Do I see anything else?
I mean, make a perception check. Maybe you do.
Sure.
Let's find out.
That is a 17.
You see nothing else of interest.
Okay. Well, then do I notice if they have any weapons? I guess small arms is what they were using before. Can I see weapons with these dudes?
Low light vision. You can see the guy at the front. You can see that he appears to be holding a long arm.
Long arm?
The guy who you can see who's in the light, you can see he's holding a long arm. But now that you are in the light, it's made you a little bit night blind. And, I mean, you can't really see the guy up on the crate anymore. You know what I mean?
Okay. All right. I will keep racing forward then.
Okay, so a double move out to the west, further out in front of the car, right up to one of the Capaxi who's taking cover behind a concrete barrier.
I turn to him and I say, "Hey!" Okay. I did have a translating thing that I made.
It's the subroutines are still going on that.
Gotcha.
Okay. It's their turn. This one directly in front of you, Tiny, is going to take a 5-foot step back. Shumtum. And he fires at you. Oh, maybe. That's going to be a 20 versus your KAC. No, that's not going to hit you.
20 hits. Yeah.
Well then, excuse me while I roll my dice. You're all right. That's it's only going to be 3 points of damage to you as he fires at you. Okay, and we move to the one up the top of this shipping crate. It's looking. It sees Astra there, and it's going to take a shot. Ooh, baby, that's a 24 versus KA Sizzle.
Yeah, that hits.
And that's going to be 7 points of damage to Astra. And Burzin, Brandon, Sawbones, you guys see, you hear more footsteps, and you see one come to the back and just open fire. That's missing everybody. Okay, and
What
we
a
move
loser.
to Sawbones. Sawbones, you've taken cover, perhaps behind a very safe position of the fuel barrel, or maybe you're prone. I don't know. It's your turn.
Do I have unobstructed line of sight to the guy on top of the shipping crate to the north?
He has total concealment against you. You cannot see him. You don't even know he's there. All you can see is the guy directly at the rear. That's all you can see.
Okay. I am going to level my injector pistol at him and take a shot.
Okay.
I'm attempting to. I'm going to use my. It's like a special poison, the inflict nauseated poison. It's a custom thing that you and I came up with when I was brewing all different poisons.
Yes.
So that's going to be 19 to hit.
Yeah, it's a hit.
Cool. So you have been inflicted with nausea.
The nauseated condition.
Oh, thank God.
Sorry,
I was like,
there you go. Yeah.
I was like, fuck me. I have no idea where I wrote down what this D6 was. I'm just going to make this up. But thank God you've got it written down. All right, nauseated. Unable to attack, cast spells, or concentrate on spells. The only action you can take is a single move action per turn. Sawbones with the goods.
Fucking insane.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Plus, did you do damage with the pistol?
Yep.
Yes, actually,
Thank
I
you.
will have done damage. Thank you for that reminder,
Good, Mari. Good.
Prepare for a D8. That's going to be an additional 5 points of damage.
Nice.
Delicioso.
Nice.
When Guardian
Excellent.
Delicioso. No, sorry, Deliciosa.
Deliciosa, not deliciosa.
Do I
Sorry,
still have a
sorry.
move action, Tom?
You do. I'd say it's going to cost you 5 feet to move out from behind cover, but you could say like leap out of the truck or something like that, knowing that you've just inflicted this thing with some damage, it's not going to be able to hit you.
Yeah. So I'm kind of wanting to jump over the side of the bed, the tray bed, and take up a covered position sort of here.
No, I mean,
No?
it's not like it's got like a steel frame. You could head out the back and get around there for sure.
Oh, okay, sorry. Right, so 5, 10, 15. Yeah, cool.
Okay, excellent. And we move to Brandon.
Brandonia. So Brandon can't see the one to the north up on the shipping crate.
Correct.
Cool.
Sorry,
So-
Dan. Sorry, one sec. Sorry, I've just realised that you should have rolled a DC save on that nauseated thing, Tom. The DC save's 16.
Thank you, Mark. Fail.
He's going to draw his pistol, but then looking at the back of the truck, he just sees the Capaxi and, like as a reflex, just reaches out with his mind to try and mind thrust it. So roll me a DC 16 will save, my friend.
12.
So he's going to take, that's a fail. He's going to take 11 points of psychic damage.
What happens
Psychic damage,
as this
force
thing
damage.
dies?
Again, he just reaches out and he just hears this like ringing in his ears. This just gets louder and louder.
Tinnitus style. Yeah.
Yeah, and then it stops and the Capaxi's head explodes.
Gross.
Just viscera and gore flying all over the place.
Yeah, this blue-green, almost like, you know how you see oil slicks on the ground and it's got that kind of rainbow color
The
to it?
sheen
Like,
to it.
Yeah,
Yep.
that just like splatters out everywhere. And we move to Burzin.
Jeez, kid, what are you doing to these things? And he hops out of the back of the truck. Can he see the one on the shipping crate from there?
You got dark viz?
I've got low light vis.
Give me a perception check.
It's an 8, 9, 18.
Yeah, you see him up there.
Cool. And he just levels the plasma bolter at it and fires. 21 to hit versus EAC.
That's a hit.
Oh, I rolled an 8 on one of them for 9 points of damage. Electricity and fire
9
damage.
points. Huge. Okay, huge. Yeah, you hit this thing and it screams out. It's not looking good as you do that. We move back up to the top to Astra.
Okay, so do I have line of sight on the guy near Tiny?
He has
Does he have
some
cover?
cover, but yes, you do. He has some cover.
Okay, so
Maybe
without
a bit
moving.
of a +2 to his AC.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm going to shoot from where I am. Okay, so that's...
Are you going to fire through the windscreen like a
No,
badass?
I'm leaning out the side, like hands out the side.
Okay.
No, I
Like
can't
gun
get
to
That's
the
cool too,
side,
I
full
guess.
gangster.
Yeah. Nice angled. Okay, that's a 18 to hit.
Hit.
3 points of damage.
3 points.
1, 2, 3.
It has 3 HP left. Dead.
Oh, okay. Oh, I mean, yay. But,
It drops down.
well, there goes what Bantam was going to do. Because
So
he
much
can't see
sympathy
the
for our
guy.
enemies.
No, it was more that Bantam had like a whole like moment he was about to have. And I've just stolen it from him. He's going to get out and like spider crawl down the guy. And head in the direction of that. There's like a broken down car near the container ship to the north. And he's going to crawl up onto that. Can he see with human light vision the guy on the crate from up on top of there?
So Bantam knows that guy is there.
Yes.
But is going to get a bit of concealment. Okay,
That
so it's going to
seems
be
fair.
20%.
20%? Okay, so... Alright.
Because he's a robot as well. So
Yep. Okay, so that's 17 to hit.
that's a hit.
Okay, well, no, I have to roll my hungies. Okay, that's 68 on the
Nice.
D-hungies.
Oh, so
68
close.
hits. Okay. Wait. Oh, that was 10. I did 10 points of damage. I'm like, wait a minute, I just got 0. But 0 is good. Yes.
On that dice, yes.
Yay.
What did Bantam shoot this thing with as he kills it?
Oh, yeah, so it's got... Oh, no, I mean Astra's sheet. It's this cool tactical plasma bolter. It's a two-handed weapon. So he's got these 6 little spider legs that he's crawled up onto the car with. It's this giant weapon that he's got in these 2 front claws. and he's like just leveled that up to where he's looking and just shot with pure accuracy.
Yeah. Boom! This thing gets knocked back.
Yes. He just scans with the weapon.
And you guys are out of initiative and silence, except for the whipping wind. The lights of this truck are lighting up this battlefield, as it were. Tiny is there, fully illuminated by these lights. The rest of you are in relative darkness.
Burzin whips out a flashlight, and he wants to inspect the body of the Capaxi behind the truck.
Okay, yeah. As you kneel down and you have a look at this thing, a cursory glance reveals there's no deformities, there's no infection on this, nothing. This appears to be a healthy Capaxi. In addition, it was firing weapons. Doesn't look like it was infected.
Yeah, and he just he turns to the truck and just says, "Wasteland raiders, the fall of a government. People like to take their opportunity to take what's theirs or something. But the apocalypse really brings us out in people." Just shouting it back to everyone. And then he checks the body for any gear or useful items.
Okay.
Or his wallet. Does he have a wallet?
No. Okay, while this is happening, what's everybody else doing?
I want to get out and inspect the barriers in the road and see if there's some way that we can shift them and if the car will start.
Okay. Turn the key.
Yeah, so she's gonna go.
And it makes a really weird sound. Okay, you pop the hood and you head round the front there. Give me engineering.
Okay. 12 plus 9, that's 21.
Okay. And Sawbones and Tiny, what are you guys doing up there?
I'm inspecting these crates that seem to be littered around and having some interesting things on top of them.
Okay. And Tiny?
I guess I try and scan for any signals nearby.
Mm-hmm. Okay, great. Yeah, give me computers. Give me a scan.
I am going to use the statue of the pig that's in my bag and re-roll that motherfucker because I got a 13 and it lets me re-roll a computer's check.
Very cool.
What?
Yeah, I bought a statue. It was for when we were in space battles, but I can use it now.
Cool.
That is a 26.
Okay, great. And what's Brandon doing as well, Daniel?
Brandon, he's just he's come up to the back of the truck. He's just watching Burzin check over the body at the back of the truck. You find anything good, Cap?
He's still high.
Yeah, he is.
Burzin, as you're going through what this one has, you can see it has a hunting rifle.
Oh, yeah? Useless.
It's got 12 long arm rounds and a tactical baton. That's it.
Sounds useful. He says that. He calls out, "Does anyone need anything like this? Anyone find any of this stuff useful?"
I don't think
Captain.
so.
No.
No. Okay. Well,
That's a real B-grade Wastelander gear you've got there.
right?
All right. And Astra, you're under the hood.
I am.
And you can see the impact has pretty much fucked up the drive belt pulleys. And the drive belt is, well, it's not there. And the pulleys are all dented. One of them's come off somewhere. You don't know where it is. And it looks like the radiator fan's broken. The water pump is smashed into, the radiator smashed into the water pump. It's pretty catastrophic damage to this thing.
Booba.
Sawbones, you're going through some of these crates here, and as you're looking through, give me a perception check if I didn't ask for that already.
It's not great. 14.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you're looking through, you don't find too much. It's mostly similar foodstuffs and things like that, the ones that you found back at that other place that you were in. It doesn't look like it's edible by you guys anyway. As you're digging through, though, you do find one Mark 1 healing serum in there too.
Nice.
And
Delightful.
Tiny, as you're scanning, you're looking for signals, things like that. And Actually, you are picking up some kind of like shortwave signal that's like really close, just to the north.
Okay, then I follow the signal.
Yeah. So you move north, you head around the small rock formation. As you get around there, you see hidden is a small car. And it's got a blinking radio in there. As you get up, you look in the window. It's got a small shortwave blinking radio in there.
I call everyone over and I say, well, we got another car.
Burzin walks past Astra. Is like, what's the damage?
It's fucked. Yep, we need a new one.
Oh, okay, I trust your judgment on these things.
I anticipate what Astra's going to do when she arrives at the car, and I sort of reach into the driver's side, pop the hood, and kind of open it up, ready for her to inspect this new car.
Nice. Did anyone find keys on any of these people?
Can I give it a quick inspection? I have engineering.
Sure.
I have really high engineering.
Yeah, Tiny, look
I
over
walk
the car.
over and give you like a dirty look.
Stay in your lane, Tiny.
That is a 29.
29. This thing,
Does a bloody
I mean,
picture.
it's the outside, it don't look like much, but inside it looks like it's, some parts are a little bit dusty, but it looks like it's been recently maintained. It looks like it should run just fine.
Awesome. Cool. I tell Astra when she gets closer.
Is there like a NOS canister like mounted in the bonnet?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get Bantam to go to the car and grab the petrol reserves, the gas or the fuel or whatever.
The
The one that
heaviest
used the
fuck
engine crane
barrel.
to lift into.
Oh, damn
Yeah.
it! It was an engine crane, wasn't
The
it?
44-gallon drum full of petrol.
Oh. Do we have jerry cans?
Burzin looks around for some jerry cans so we can at least take some of this fuel with him. Sorry, with us.
Yeah. There's a couple of jerry cans over, like, piled up behind some of the rocks. So you can go and, you can maybe use the, like a fuel hose to siphon into those and take it and fill up the other car.
Sweet.
Brandon, can you siphon some of this fuel out of the barrel into the jerry cans? Yeah, sure, Cap, I'll do it. And he, like, does it with gusto.
Okay, Sawbones, and as well, when you're there and you've reached in to pop the hood, you notice that the keys are actually in the ignition.
Nice.
I turn the keys.
Sounds like a nice
nice.
carburetor engine.
I'm gonna like push my way into the driver's seat.
Get the fuck out of the way, rat boy.
Who could forget old rat boy? Buzz is like, all right, everyone in the car, let's go.
Righto.
Got a ship to catch.
Hopefully.
Shotgun.
Ooh, he gets it.
All right. I'm in the driver's seat.
No, you know what,
I get the
Brandon,
middle seat. I'm used to
Brandon,
it.
you should go in the front. You look like you're gonna be up for a while.
All right. Chuck on the headlights and ease her out. I keep a better eye out for walls jumping out of.
For barricades.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so you guys pull out and continue on down the road towards the city, and we will leave our session there for today. Star Raiders is an Arcane Focus Network production. Be sure to rate and review us on your favorite podcast app. You'd be amazed how much it helps us spread the word. Looking for more adventure? Head to arcanefocusnetwork.com.